She was the victim of a senseless act of violence, attacked at random, yet she got up and kept going. Then, unrelatedly, suffered a stroke. This is just one piece of the personal tragedy that surrounds a man many know simply as Dr. Phil. Dr. Phil McGraw, a respected clinical psychologist and media personality, has built a dynamic career that spans decades. Best known for his no-nonsense approach on his long-running talk show, Dr. Phil, he's helped countless guests through personal and emotional struggles. But behind the sharp suits and TV cameras lies a story that few know. One marked by adversity, tragedy, and a haunting loss that just might change the way you see him. Before we explore that heartbreak, let's understand how he became one of the most recognizable figures in daytime television. From humble beginnings to national fame. Philip Calvin McGraw, known worldwide as Dr. Phil, was born on September 1, 1950, in Vinita, Oklahoma, to Joseph J. McGraw Jr. and Geraldine Jerry McGraw. Raised in the oil towns of North Texas, Phil's early life was defined by hard work. As a teenager, he worked at an A&W root beer stand and Pizza Planet in Oklahoma City. His family moved to Kansas during his youth, and he attended Shawnee Mission North High School in Overland Park. There, he excelled as a student and athlete, earning a football scholarship to the University of Tulsa. He later transferred to Midwestern State University in Wichita Falls, Texas, where he earned a bachelor's degree in psychology in 1975. He didn't stop there. Phil went on to earn a master's in experimental psychology in 1976 and a PhD in clinical psychology in 1979 from North Texas State University. But while he was academically driven, the road ahead wasn't smooth, and certainly not free of pain. Launching his career. After completing his doctorate, Dr. Phil returned to Wichita Falls, where his father had opened a private practice. In 1985, father and son teamed up with businesswoman Thelma Box to create Pathways, a series of self-help seminars focused on personal growth. The program was successful, and by 1991, Phil sold his share for $325,000. Around that time, he co-founded Courtroom Sciences Incorporated, CSI, with lawyer Gary Dobbs. CSI provided trial consulting services, helping legal teams simulate courtroom scenarios and refine their strategies. Phil's deep understanding of human behavior made him an asset in the courtroom, and eventually caught the attention of one of television's biggest stars, Oprah Winfrey. Oprah's influence and Dr. Phil's breakthrough. In 1995, Oprah hired CSI to assist in her defense during the infamous beef trial in Amarillo, Texas. She was so impressed with Dr. Phil's work that she invited him to appear on her show in 1998. Audiences responded immediately to his straight talk and psychological insight. His popularity soared. By 2002, he launched his own talk show, Dr. Phil, produced by Oprah's Harpo Studios. The show quickly became a staple in American households, and in 2005, he signed a $15 million a year syndication deal. His influence continued to grow, with Dr. Phil pulling in millions of viewers each week. In 2007, Forbes ranked him 30th on their Celebrity 100 list. And in 2020, he climbed to 22nd with $65 million in earnings, cementing his place as one of television's most bankable stars. Expanding his reach. In 2005, Dr. Phil and his son Jay founded Stage 29 Productions, a company behind multiple reality and lifestyle shows. This included Dr. Phil House, Decision House, and the long-running medical talk show The Doctors, which aired from 2008 until 2022. Their production ventures continued with Daily Mail TV, which won a Daytime Emmy Award in 2019. In 2021, Dr. Phil returned to reality TV with House Calls with Dr. Phil, a short-lived but heartfelt project. In 2024, he launched Merit Street Media, a television network and streaming service, broadcasting shows like Dr. Phil Primetime and Dr. Phil True Crime. A tech entrepreneur in healthcare. Outside of television, Dr. Phil also stepped into the world of telehealth. In 2012, he founded Doctor on Demand, an online healthcare platform that launched in 2014. With over 11,000 board-certified physicians, the service made healthcare more accessible, offering everything from general wellness to mental health therapy. His personal life, family and resilience. Dr. Phil has been married to his second wife, Robin, since 1976. Introduced by his sister Brenda, their bond formed quickly, with Phil proposing just months later on Valentine's Day. They've raised 2 sons, Jay and Jordan, and are now proud grandparents to 4 grandchildren. Robin is a public figure in her own right, known for her best-selling books, podcast, I've Got a Secret with Robin McGraw, and philanthropic work. She often shares family milestones online, giving fans a glimpse into the private world behind the public figure. Together, Phil and Robin also co-founded Merit Street Media in 2024, a project that reflects their shared passion for meaningful, accessible television. A life shaped by tragedy. Despite their successes, the McGraw family has endured profound tragedy. One of the most shocking came in 2001, when Phil's sister-in-law, Cindy Broaddus, was the victim of a random acid attack while driving. The assailant, never caught, threw sulfuric acid through her windshield, severely burning her face and throat. Cindy's story of recovery and forgiveness inspired many. She documented her experience in her memoir A Random Act. Sadly, she passed away in 2018 at the age of 68, leaving behind a legacy of resilience. But the heartbreak didn't end there. In 2020, Dr. Phil lost his beloved nephew, William Scott Madsen Jr., known as Scott, to cancer at just 47. Scott was not only family but also a respected researcher on Dr. Phil and the doctors. He had planned to propose to his girlfriend over the 4th of July, but his battle with cancer ended before he got the chance. Early hardships that left a mark. Dr. Phil's struggles began long before fame. At just 12 years old, he and his father were briefly homeless. After his father took a psychology internship in Kansas City, the family couldn't afford to move all at once. Phil and his dad lived in a car for a summer before finally moving into a 1-bedroom apartment, without electricity or heat for several months. He also grew up with an alcoholic father, a painful memory that shaped his views on addiction. In a 2016 episode of Drive Phil, he recounted bringing friends home only to find his father passed out in the driveway. An image that left lasting emotional scars. Phil has since stayed sober for over 4 decades. Phil also endured loneliness due to constant moves during his childhood. Changing schools meant losing friends again and again. His relationships with his 3 sisters were complicated, especially due to age gaps. While he was close to his youngest sister, Brenda, his older sisters, Dana and Donna, married young and followed different paths. Living with diabetes. In the early 1990s, Dr. Phil was diagnosed with type 2 diabetes. The news forced him to make dramatic lifestyle changes. Long taping days often interfered with eating and exercise, but he committed to managing the condition through diet, support from his family, and medical guidance. He now uses his platform to raise awareness about diabetes, encouraging others to take control of their health before it's too late.